Another video I wanted to shoot really quick is to bring you up to speed if you don't already know, and I'm sure many of you do because it is a pretty ridiculous issue happening over the last couple of days. It's regarding the San Bernardino City shelter and the police department which runs that shelter now going out of their way to intimidate Maria Sanchez, who essentially, she goes to a shelter, she photographs the dogs, she networks them the best that she can online, man, and she does a great job at it. She's getting treated piss poorly by this shelter system. I did a video in support of her a long time ago when they were trying to ban her from the shelter based on some nonsensical reason, like giving a dog a treat or something. I don't even remember what the issue was. Having a video camera in the public shelter, which is completely lawful and legal. Just these people stomping around, making up laws and trying to intimidate people. They're saying things that are not true, and they just think because they are wearing a uniform that you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, I won't do that anymore. Well, some people aren't that docile. Some people know what's going on. Some people just aren't going to roll over to that kind of thuggish behavior. And that's essentially what this is. So what's going on now, why I'm shooting this video now, is within the last couple of days, a police officer from the city, San Bernardino City police department, has visited Maria at her home twice. The shelter's not functioning very appropriately, and Maria's documenting some of that, and she's opinionated, and she's a strong person, and she's putting that shit out there. And this is good. This is a good thing because she's essentially being a whistleblower, just in the way that I'm being a whistleblower at Carson, just in the way that many of you are being whistleblowers at other shelters. And she's doing these things in order to change the system, to bring about reform by shining light on things that are happening that are not very good. And they have a major problem with this, and they're trying to intimidate her. They're trying to get her to back down, and from everything I saw, she's not backing down, and I applaud her for that. And I said, Maria, keep going at them. You have the law on your side. They're being thugs. The actual officer that did the knock and talk twice is Von Verbenik. He showed up at Maria's house once at night, and then the very next day at 7 in the morning, wanted to talk to her about what she's doing at the shelter and what are the details of your lawsuit and whatever. And what's crazier than even that, that is insane, so illegal, totally illegal, is they visited a second woman who lives in Chula Vista. That's pretty far from San Bernardino. And this same officer, Von Verbenik, drove down to her place of residence. That's out of their jurisdiction. They can get in a lot of trouble for doing stuff like that. Are they going to knock and talk me now because I'm making this video? Well, I'm in Redondo Beach, so, you're going to have to drive to Redondo Beach and I guess, come up and bang on my door. I don't know. I'll videotape you through my metal door. I'll be glad to talk to you. Video camera rolling if you want to do. What are you guys doing? These are people who are trying to do a good thing for the dogs. Don't blame Maria because she sees something wrong and then wants to report on it. That's what people are supposed to do. That's what good people are supposed to do. The people that run many of these systems don't give a damn about reforming the system that they're placed or that they're running. It's just another job to them. I think that would be the case for Mr. Frontier, San Bernardino City. From everything that I've seen, he really acts like kind of a tyrant. I know Maria. I know how they treat her. I know he's trying to ban her from the premises based on nothing other than that she goes to the shelter with treats and a video camera. Those are some hardcore crimes right there. Gosh darn it, those are some crimes. You better be banned for doing stuff like that. That's ridiculous. You're an asshole for doing that. For being a thug. You're intimidating a woman. You're intimidating people in general. What is up with that? Do your job. Don't send police officers to knock and talk at people's house. That is totally criminal and illegal. You're supposed to hold up the law, not break it. So people need to support Maria. This is what this video is for. I'm trying to support Maria by getting the fact that, hey, they're visiting this woman at her property. And I should tell you that she's touching something very closely that they do not want looked at. And if they're willing to do this type of stuff, what is she getting into? Prove her wrong, man. She's the one there. She's not getting paid to be there like you guys are. You guys are robbing paychecks from taxpayers for doing nothing but sitting at a desk when you don't even give a crap about animals. And you're making bank. And she's not getting paid nothing to be there. Ask her how you can help. Instead of demonizing her and going to her house and trying to intimidate her with a goon squad. That's not what police is for. So people need to know this and support this woman. This is a woman from our community, from Southern California. You better be aware of this, and you better make your voice heard. Because if this can happen to her, this can happen to anybody. This is wrong. So I forgot one thing, one piece of information. Just happens to be the best piece of information and the craziest piece of information of all the other crazy pieces of information. So the second person I was visited in Chula Vista by not just Vaughn, but another police officer. And this was over a Facebook post, okay? But when they got there, he allegedly said something to the effect of, okay, yeah, you do have freedom of speech, but if somebody sees what you write and then goes out and gets angry and does something in reaction to what you wrote, you can be held liable as an accessory to that crime. That is insane. That's not true. First Amendment, go read it. Don't quit spending your time driving down to Chula Vista and just go buy a pocket constitution and read that. Read that, man, because you're lying. This is not speech crime nation. This is not 1930s Germany. You don't know what the heck you're talking about. And the scary part is you're a cop. You're a cop. Come on, man. For real?